A good time to be speaking to the Deputy Opposition Leader, Ted O'Brien, who joins us live now. Ted, thank you very much for being on First Edition. How shocking is the news about Iran's IRGC orchestrating those anti-Semitic attacks on Australian soil?
It's awful, of course, Alex. Australians, I think, really are united in basically saying this is appalling. This organisation is rightly being listed as a terrorist organisation, and the Iranian ambassador is rightly being expelled from the country.
Do you think the Albanese government was right to wait for the evidence before designating the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps a terrorist organisation?
No, they're late to the party on this. This should have been done years ago. Indeed, the Coalition has been calling for this for around 2 years now. This is a terrorist organisation. The Albanese government is weak, it is slow, it is complacent. And you can't be those things when it comes to your primary job as a government, which is to keep the Australian people safe. And so the Coalition does welcome yesterday's decision. We stand united with the government on it, but it is too late. It's a reminder to the government that you have to take these things seriously. It's why the Coalition has been talking about this for years. People often ask, why is the Coalition always talking about such things? Well, this is the reason. And we have to keep Australians safe. This organisation should have been listed a couple of years ago. The ambassador should have been expelled long ago. I mean, this is an ambassador who has been publicly out there celebrating yet another terrorist organisation, Hezbollah, and its leader. And so, yes, we support yesterday's decision. Australians now must unite, not just pushing back on anti-Semitism, which is absolutely critical. It's a stark reminder of what the Jewish community has been going through, but also indeed the Iranian diaspora here in Australia. All Australians must come together and push back on any foreign interference. We cannot see foreign conflicts played out on our shores, and it's the job of the government principally to start demonstrating strength of leadership for a change in this area.
If the IRGC had been designated a terrorist organisation earlier, how would that have stopped the attacks?
Well, once you are listed, of course, it has a dramatic impact on your ability to operate, whether that be visas, whether that be finances, whether that be how relationships are managed, whether that be how the various intelligence agencies and other law enforcement agencies deal with you. This is why other comparable jurisdictions have already taken the action of listing this organisation. It is why the Coalition will often be saying you need to have a front foot. You need to lean into these things so you can do your best to mitigate risks, because the risk you're talking about is potential violence perpetrated against Australian citizens. Again, that's the primary job of a government.
I mean, Israel hasn't been complaining about Australia being slow. They're happy with the response over the last 24 hours. Has this gone some way to repairing relations between the two countries?
Well, I hope it has, because there's no doubt that the other actions and decisions of the Albanese government has only seen that relationship deteriorate at a time when Israel still has its citizens being held hostage. This is a democratic ally. The Albanese government has totally made the wrong calls with respect to Israel. And so I am hopeful that at least this decision might partly repair that relationship.
Before you go, can I get your reaction to those tragic police shootings in Victoria? A suspect still at large, something that's eerily reminiscent to what we saw happen in Queensland only a few years ago, but nonetheless out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue, and it's those who don the blue uniform whose my thoughts are with today. To think 3 people left their home yesterday to go to work, to serve us, the Australian people, to keep us safe. 2 will never come home. 2 will never come home because they were killed and 1 ends up in hospital. To their families and friends, anybody who might be listening to this, know that all of Australia are thinking of you. To those in the police service, the men and women who wear that uniform every day, thank you for your courage. Thank you for doing everything you can to keep us safe, including putting yourselves at danger. That's my message today, Alex.
OK, Ted O'Brien, thanks for your time here on Sky News Australia. That's Ted O'Brien, the Deputy Opposition Leader. Now, there's a real